And good evening to you. Welcome to high school basketball action on Central Illinois Sports live tonight from Voschel Gymnasium in Pittsfield as the Pittsfield Lady Sockies take on the Pleasant Hill Western Wolves. Alongside Jack and John Hull, I'm Charlie Hull. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. A varsity-only 6 o'clock start time for these two squads who are squaring off for the third time this season already. We'll talk more about the matchup on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
At Logan Agri-Service, we consider it a badge of honor to be recognized as one of the larger independent suppliers of crop protection chemicals in the Midwest. We've worked hard for years to provide you with the access to the best herbicides, insecticides, and fungicides from top manufacturers because we know without you, our local farmers, we wouldn't be here. When you have questions, call our local experts to discuss what works best for your fields and your situation, or visit us online at loganag.com. Serving agriculture since 1962.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with locations in Pittsfield, Berrien, Liberty, and Hannibal. Great Rivers Bank is here to serve you and the entire area with the best banking services close to where you live and always online at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. The Wild Wolves and the Lady Sockies here tonight. Third time they've matched up this season, Jack. The first time it was a three-point game, low-scoring contest. The second time at the Beardstown tournament, Pittsfield got the best of this Pleasant Hill Western squad, winning by about 20. And I really don't know how you explain the difference between the two matchups.
I know, 51-31 at Beardstown and 29-26, something around that in the other game. So Coach Sharman's been known to kind of take the air out of the ball a little bit, but that time the strategy must have been a little different. And the Lady Sockies were a little bit more aggressive the other night than the other couple of times I've seen them play and put up some extra points. But one thing I'd look at with the Pleasant Hill Western Lady Wildwood Wolves is they've got plenty of height.
6-13 on the season, kind of like Payson Seymour the other day, though. Not an extremely deep bench, but a little more athletic overall, I would say, than we saw on that squad that Pittsfield faced on Tuesday evening.
Well, Ava Wombles is a good athlete. I mean, that's the thing. It's going to start with her. And then when you look down low, when people like Winchell and others that got that good height, if they can get in that half-court game, it'll make all the difference, I do believe.
And for the Lady Sockies, we talked about with them, they're a team that, it's kind of been up and down. They're on a little bit of an upswing right now, but what do they need to keep doing to kind of keep this thing rolling the right direction?
I think when they get the ball in the post to Stanball and along with her to Frieden, and they then turn and square up to the basket and put the points in from there. They do very well. They get the ball to short corner, but a lot of times they give up that pass that they could have to be able to make things rotate towards the basket. And it always helps when your guards come out front and hit a three early because it opens things up out of the zone.
A little bit of a smaller crowd, but more folks still coming in this evening as the 6 o'clock varsity-only start time tonight for the second time this week. No JV game before or after, and, you know, that does make it tougher for your younger players to get a lot of experience, but Pittsfield was able to get some of them in at the end of the game the other night, and they'll probably play a little bit deeper in their bench than they would in a normal setting to keep those players fresh. It's the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We step aside, back with you on the other side of this timeout.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005, or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate. Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that. It looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
Back with you on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. The Lady Wild Wolves of Pleasant Western, the Pittsfield Lady Sockies here tonight. Tomorrow night we'll be right back here at Voschel Gym as the Pittsfield boys team plays host to Quincy Notre Dame in a 7:30 varsity start time. And then on Saturday we'll have action from the 101st Winchester Invitational Tournament. Games throughout the day, all 8 games for you. First starting at 9 a.m. as the number 1 seeded Camp Point Central Panthers will play Payson Seymour, followed by Calhoun and Pleasant Hill at 10:30. Noon, Routt Catholic and Liberty. 1:30, Greenfield Northwestern and Western. West Central will play Carrollton at 4 o'clock. Porta AC Central and North Green at 5:30. The 7 o'clock game will feature Griggsville, Perry, and Brown County. And then at 8:30, it's Triopia and Carlinville. All 26 games of the 101st Winchester Invitational Tournament can be watched live on YouTube with us here at Central Illinois Sports, and we certainly hope you'll join us for that action as well. We'll also have action for you next week with high school wrestling making the debut for the season on Wednesday the 10th, and then again on Monday the 15th, both here at Voschel Gym, and the 2 home meets of the season for the Pittsfield Pleasant Hill wrestling program, so we hope you'll check it out with that action as well. Lots of events coming up in the weeks and months to come, including the Quincy Shootout, one of the best events throughout the nation is scheduled for January 19th and 20th. And you'll be wanting to be sure to get signed up for that. Purchase your $9.99 membership and watch all of the contests on Friday and Saturday live from the comfort of your own home. Let's talk about keys to the game in this one. First of all, for Pittsfield, Jack, we saw when they got into some foul trouble the other day at the guard spot, they had to go a little bit deeper. They got some really good play from Hannah Williams in that contest, really probably about as aggressive as we've seen her play, and just an overall court game was really good. But Pittsfield, for the most part, like any team, especially with your guards, you want to stay out of foul trouble.
Well, you've got to stop that guard penetration because it causes everybody to get in foul trouble. You start reaching, but you got to be at the corners of that free throw line and then push people out to the sidelines and not let them go by you and get into your bigs. And I think that's one of the things I saw with Hannah. She wasn't just chasing people. She had her feet right and her hips right to be able to play the defense that you need to play.
I think a really good matchup to watch in this one is McKenna Winchell and Madison Frieden. Who can win that battle? They're both going to be in the paint quite a bit of the night.
Madison had a lot of trouble against West Central and some of the people with those long arms. You'll have to have a couple ball fakes to be able to get down low because Winchell is a tremendous athlete. We've seen her behind the plate and catching, and she's a three-sport athlete and somebody that can make a big difference, and you can't teach that kind of size.
Well, really, when you start taking a look at the makeup of these two teams, a lot of these young ladies, Jack, well, they played in a little thing called the World Series when it came to junior league and senior league softball. I mean, you're talking about multiple sport athletes and not just players, but I mean athletes from the word go.
Well, and these girls are friends. I mean, we get some of the Pleasant Hill girls to come over to FCA at different times. They know each other well. And you take somebody like McKinley Lowe, she's a spiritual leader along with being an athletic, tremendous talent out there. And these are great young ladies, great students. And tonight they want to perform at their best playing each other. They won't meet again now because they're in two different classes in the postseason. But for them to meet 3 times in a season, a little bit unusual.
Well, last year I think it was actually 4 times because they were both in the North Green tournament. That action starts on Saturday as Pleasant Hill Western will still be in that, but Pittsfield not participating this year in that North Green Spartan Lady Classic. And, hey, let's be honest, it's always a treat when you get to see Jeff Shireman on the sidelines.
Well, I tried to tell girls on both the teams when they were playing for Coach Shireman, kind of cut up a little bit like Laura Chamberlain used to, because I always like to see him lose it on the sidelines and start laughing after he tries to make everybody think that he's the toughest guy around. And the toughest guy is sitting to his left because the big hub man, he can take care of things. I did ask Coach Shireman if he was going to ask for an extra timeout or two during the game tonight.
I always have said if the fight breaks out, I want Hubbard on our side, all right?
What Coach Weige used to say.
We're going to pause for a timeout here as we'll have the national anthem. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups brought to you by Farm and Home Supply. Stay tuned on Central Illinois Sports.
The heart is the hardest working muscle in your body. If something goes wrong with it, you need a medical team that works just as hard. You need Blessing Health's Open Heart Surgery Team, celebrating 20 years of delivering life-saving care to tri-state residents. Patients and families choose Blessing Health's Open Heart Surgery Team for its experience, quality, and heartwarming compassion. Get the most out of your hard-working heart.
Hey, it's the start of the new year, and it's one of your New Year's resolutions in order to make your dollar stretch further. Then you don't want to miss the Dollar Day sale at your local Farm and Home Supply running January 5th through the 14th. Here's some of the hottest deals. Get $15 off all Wrangler Retro Denim. We'll give you a free $15 gift card when you purchase any 30-pound or more Purina Pro Plan dog food. Tide Simply Laundry Detergent is only $8. Need a heater? Our most popular milk house heater is only $17. See all the deals and much more right now at farmandhomesupply.com.
Lots of great deals going on right now at your local Farm and Home Supply. They're proud to bring us the starting lineups each and every night on Central Illinois Sports. The Wild Wolves of Pleasant Hill Western are 6-13 on the season. They'll start at a guard, a junior, Ava Wombles. At a second guard, she's also a junior. That's Rachel McMullen. And at the third guard, she is a freshman, Caitlin Barman. At a forward, a junior, McKenna Winchell. And at the other forward, a junior, Maddie Sidwell. Sidwell, Winchell, Barman, McMullen, and Wombles for Pleasant Hill Western. For the Pittsfield Lady Sockies, 9-7 on the year. They'll start at a guard, a 5'7 junior, Lila Simon. At a second guard, a 5'8 senior, Lainey Marable. And at the third guard, she's a 5'6 freshman, Sophie Gingler. At a forward, a 5'10 senior, Allie Stambaugh. And at the other forward, the 5'9 junior, Madison Frieden. Frieden, Stambaugh, Gingler, Marable, and Simon for Pittsfield. Let's look at our Farm and Home Supply starting lineups. Just about ready for tip-off here at Foschel Gymnasium as Sidwell steps into the center circle for Pleasant Hill Western to jump against Madison Frieden of Pittsfield. The Lady Wild Wolves are in the blue uniforms, the red numbers and white trim, and Pittsfield in the white uniforms, and the tip is up and controlled by the Lady Sockies. Simon will bring it toward the front court as we're just underway here on Central Illinois Sports. Little 1-2-2. Yeah, hey, in stereo. Zone for Pleasant Hill Western to start tonight. Ball goes down low to Frieden in the post. She's into a double team. Already has taken a dribble. I'm going to say maybe she just caught the ball. So she was able to get that little release dribble. Simon around the horn. It goes to Marable right side. Active hands by Ava Wombles going to get the steal here. Wombles on the dribble drive in. Her shot is partially blocked by Simon. And on the miss, it's a rebound for Marable and a foul against one of the Pleasant Hill Western players, it appears.
Looks like they're going to call that on McMullen, I do believe. Her first, team first. Referee didn't come to the scorer's bench. I was a little shocked on that.
Just underway here in period number one. It's been a long day, you never know. Gingler with the basketball, works a pass that's behind Simon and out of bounds, and a little bit of a sloppy start for these two squads. Pittsfield with 2 turnovers in their first 2 possessions.
Yep, the thing about not making good solid passes right off the bat, it takes the crispness out of your offense. A little
Christmas out of the word too,
yeah,
sometimes.
Christmas and Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Kip and Ken, left side with it is Ava Wombles. She'll get the ball out top to Barman, the freshman, against Simon, and Simon called for the reach-in foul.
Simon picked up that early foul in the first minute of the ball game. She had to leave the game with her second very quickly the other night and saw limited time because of that.
Ball out of bounds on the sideline of the front court for Pleasant Hill Western. And bounce pass comes to Sidwell, gets it to McMullen. McMullen turns and faces against the defender, Marable. Man-to-man defense for Pittsfield to start the evening. Now Barman with it. She'll knife the lane, gets caught on the baseline, looks for a cutter, right side to Wombles. Wombles looks to pull it out and reset for her squad. Just underway, 6:39 to play in the first. Barman, little 3-guard weave out in front. Now they'll get Sidwell involved. Looks out top here again to Barman. They try to take Gingler off the dribble. A couple of freshmen there. No, excuse me, that's McMullen on the dribble. 32 and 23, not the same number. And here's a ball stolen away by Marable. She'll then throw a pass that's stolen right back away. The third turnover by Pittsfield to start the game. And then the Lady Sockies will steal it back again. It's a turnover fest. Now the ball nearly stolen away, and Ava Wombles will be called for a foul, it appears.
Ava Wombles picked up her first, team second. Turnovers came in multiples that time, as the two teams being very aggressive on the defensive side. Sophie Gingler drawing Womble as that assignment, and so she's going to be taking a lot of energy to do that.
Stambaugh on the corner left side to Gingler on the baseline. Back to Stambaugh. Now Simon gets the ball reversed on the right-hand side. Marable. Around the horn it comes back to Stambaugh. She shouts out some instructions.
Sidwell's wingspan is phenomenal out there.
Yeah, a lot of length underneath between she and Winchell.
You got to have some made baskets to play the full court defense to really get into that game that can make you score some points.
Now Marable drives in, forces one up, shot no good, and the rebound to Sidwell. Wombles trots it across for Pleasant Hill Western. No score here on the PCRE scoreboard. Here's a pass down low, ball tip picked up by Sidwell, who banks it up and in for two as Maddie Sidwell gets her team on the board at a 2-0 lead for the Wild Wolves.
Good impressive shot from about 10 foot out.
Simon with it way out front to Marable in the corner. She'll fire a three and hit nothing but the bottom of the net to give Pittsfield their first lead. So Marable shoot the three with confidence against Payson Seymour the other night against their zone. McMullen into the front court. Good multiple sport athlete is Rachel McMullen. Probably her best sport would be the softball diamond. Now to Barham left side. She'll drive the lane, kick it out to McMullen. Lady Wolves pull it out front and reset near the half-court line. Here's a pull-up shot by Wombles from downtown, and she'll drain the three. 5-3 Wolves with the advantage once again. Stambaugh deep in the corner right side against the zone. Bounces it down low to Frieden. Goes to work. Shot blocked. And a rebound for Sidwell. Nice job keeping her feet and getting the block.
Yeah, you're going to have some fakes if you're going to be able to get that shot off tonight.
Down low, they're trying to work it to Winchell. Ball stolen away. Good interior defense by Stambaugh. Into the front court, Simon on the run out. Her shot blocked again, this time by Sidwell. Rebound put back up and good by Frieden. And the game is tied at 5. First tie of this ball game, halfway through quarter number 1. Little full court pressure for Pittsfield now. Wombles brings it across the center circle. Nobody's picked her up. She says, how about another three? This one's short. Off the iron and the rebound down to Lila Simon. She'll bring the ball into the front court. Trying to shoot for their first lead is Pittsfield. Called second lead. Here's Marable, and she stays hot from behind the arc and gives the Lady Sockies a 3-point advantage, their largest of this affair.
Third lead change of the night. 2 3-pointers by Marable. She had 2 the other night, but not this quick.
Here's the ball now inside, stolen away by Stambaugh, pushing it ahead to Marable. Marable going to attack the rim. Runner-up is good, and she's fouled. She'll go to the free throw line, trying to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play.
8 points for Marable in the early going, a 10-5 ball game. Count the bucket, and the foul will go against McMullen, I do believe, again, right? That'll be her second and team third. The and one for Marable, and a timeout on the court. And we'll take it to 10-5, the lead for Pittsfield. 3:06 left in the quarter. Back after this.
Breaking the action brought to you by Adams Fiber with top-notch local computer sales and service. It's Adams Experts, 217-214-3423. Foul was actually whistled on Barham, and it was her second, team third. And Marable goes to the free throw line to shoot for the 3-point play.
Yeah, she had them both. I misspoke on that. Grace Henry into the game after the timeout. Free throw up by Marable's good. She's got 9.
And a 6-point lead on a little 8-0 run for Pittsfield. Wombles in the backcourt for the Wolves. Works it across to Sidwell near the sideline. Throw a pass that was behind her teammate and stolen away by Marable. She'll drive down low, put up a runner, no good. Rebound put back. Frieden there for the rebound and bucket, and makes it 13-5. 10-0 run.
2 putbacks by Frieden on 2 offensive boards on that. And, boy, they've really scored quickly.
Well, and you like it when your post player runs the floor with your guard off of a steal. That's why you do it. Try to get maybe one of those easy baskets on a putback. Out front, Sidwell with the basketball. Pittsfield's turned up the intensity on the defensive side. Now McMullen's shot is blocked and out of bounds, I believe, off of her last, and it will be Pittsfield basketball.
Marable really has come to play tonight. She had a nice block there and positioned her body to let that ball go out of bounds off of her opponent.
Pittsfield's on a 10-0 run. They have the basketball. 2:19 to play in the first. Simon left side. She'll try to get involved from downtown. Nearly banked it in. Shot no good, and Sidwell has another board.
3 for her in the night to go with 2 block shots.
Gets it to Wombles, and she'll bring it toward the front court. Wombles, ball handoff to Barman, who stays on the floor with 2 fouls. Now reverses, drives, kicks to Wombles. Free throw line that goes to Sidwell. Right back to Ava Wombles, top of the key. Couldn't get free for the shot that time. Good defense by the freshman, Gingler. Here's McMullen now. Got the defender off of her feet, but hands the ball off to her teammate. Right side now, Wombles. Her three-point shot is blocked. Tipped back out by Winchell. Loose ball is run down by Winchell. She just out-hustled everybody for it that time. Into the front court, and Wombles on the run. Little floater up, partially blocked. Ran after her on a rebound. Kept it alive to her teammate McMullen, who's fouled, and it will be ball out of bounds for the Wild Wolves.
I think Madison Frieden's going to pick up the foul. Nope, not even close. Mace, did she say 11? Oh, sorry about that.
Marable sits down.
Henry picks up the foul.
Marable sits down, as does Simon. Deegan Allen into the game for the first time. Also in is Hannah Williams.
Deegan was very aggressive the other night on the court.
As she usually is. 1:19 to play in the first. Ava Wombles out front. Bounce pass down low. Nearly stolen away by Henry. Knocks it out of bounds as she and Winchell both aggressively go after it here.
Are they both catchers?
I believe so. A lot of good softball players in attendance here tonight.
Another one getting ready to check in the game pretty quick, and McKinley Lowe.
Wombles with the basketball, hands the ball off to McMullen. Toward the top of the key, now to Barman left side. Under a minute to play here in period number 1. Look for the back door, and Wombles caught way underneath the basket, and a tie-up. It'll stay with Pleasant Hill Western.
That'll give Lowe a chance to check into the game. Let's see who she's going to give a break to. Looks like Winchell's going to sit down, so the size advantage changes, but McKinley Lowe, a very heads-up athlete out there.
The lone senior on this team for Pleasant Hill Western is McKinley Lowe. Barman with it left side. Dribbles out front. Down by 8. Been a while since they put a basket up here for the Wild Wolves. Wombles now reverses. Kicks it to Barman left side. Pittsfield doing a good job on the switching defense. Now on the right wing with it is McMullen with 30 seconds to play in the quarter. McMullen caught in the corner. Allen aggressively trying to tie her up, and she will accomplish the jump ball and force the turnover.
6 turnovers now on Pleasant Hill Western. 26.9 seconds left in the quarter. 13-5, the 8-point lead for Pittsfield, and they've got a chance to add to that.
I know Allen accomplished what she was trying to do, but that is pretty chancy there. It very easily could have been a reach-in foul, and now Williams will travel out front as she was looking to pass to somebody on the wing, and nobody was home. And a turnover on Pittsfield, already their 5th. 19.4 seconds to play in the first. 13-5 of the PCRE scoreboard. Pleasant Hill Western down, but on the attack here. Wombles walks it across the half-court line with 12 seconds to play. Dribbles toward the left wing. Still on the bounce against Gingler. Going to try to isolate here, you think, a bit? Nope, they bounce it out top to Barman. Barman tries the dribble drive in, has it knocked loose by Williams, and as the buzzer sounds, it's just a loose ball, so the possession arrow won't change, and Pleasant Hill Western will have the ball to start quarter number 2. But Pittsfield has the lead, 13-5, back with second quarter action after this.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, From fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs, the right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs in Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Game Masters is your headquarters for all your hunting gear. We have more than just camo hunting attire. Come check out our casual lines of Sitka, Under Armour, North Face, Columbia, Drake, and more. Pursue your prey with these off-road Quiet Cat bikes from Game Masters. Easy to transport and perfect for your next hunting adventure. Game Masters, we're passionate about the outdoors.
Ready to start quarter number 2. Pleasant Hill Western will have the basketball. They trail Pittsfield 13-5.
Pleasant Hill Western 2 of 7, 28.5%, 1 of 3 from the arc. Haven't shot a free throw. Pittsfield 5 of 10, 2 for 3 on the evening, and 1 for 1 from the free throw line.
Wolves with the basketball had a 5-3 lead at one point in this game, but have gone 3 or 4 minutes without a basket and have seen Pittsfield go on a 10-0 run.
You talked about Pittsfield's defense picking it up out front on the weave here, and really they're going to recognize that because Coach Shireman was teaching some of them that in their earlier basketball career.
Wombles with the basketball, calls out the play call for her squad. Dribbles toward the left wing. Still on the bounce against Simon. Drives the baseline, goes up with a tough shot, no good, and Simon gets the rebound. Pushes it ahead to Marable into the front court. Looking for a teammate, a hit off of Frieden's hands, run down by Gingler. Out top to Simon, dribble drive, little Euro step, shot no good. There's Frieden with her third offensive rebound. Put back won't fall this time. Rebound down to Stambaugh. She'll throw the pass back out front. Marable, Simon, good cross-court pass to Frieden, whose shot is no good as she didn't get a clean catch on it, but a really good find that time. Looking at the opposite post against that zone and found the open player in Frieden. You'll see it on the Northwestern Mutual replay here.
Winchell will pick up the foul, and Frieden will shoot a pair of free throws as we start the second quarter. First one's up and good. She's got 5.
Illini Express here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every Monday through Saturday. You'll find them on the campus of Illini Community Hospital, 640 West Washington, across from McDonald's.
Frieden makes them both. She's got 6 on the night, and the biggest lead of the night right now, this 10-point lead.
12-0 run, and now a traveling in the backcourt is Barman, the freshman. Got a little ahead of herself that time. Here comes Winchell. Check that Sidwell back into the game. And Barman will head to the bench.
The depth will help Pittsfield, no doubt about it. And Coach Henry taking advantage of that when he got those guards out, because as you get later in the game, those same 5 or 6 people get worn down.
Here's Marable, who had the hot hand of the first quarter for the Lady Sakis. Has already used the single dribble. Now turns around, puts up a 3. That shot no good. She said, well, who knows, maybe. And on the jump ball, it'll stay with Pittsfield. On the alternating possession arrow.
Both teams had a chance to rip that ball away, but they both came down and settled in. That gives Pittsfield the ball.
Marable to throw it in underneath her own hoop. Bounce pass inside to Frieden, trying to go to work. Somehow gets between the defenders and up and in for another 2. Frieden was 6.
Give her 8.
Call it 8. 6 plus that 2. And the lead just keeps on growing here for the Lady Sakis.
Head fake opened her up for the layup on the left side. She's using that left hand well tonight, Charlie.
Such an advantage when you can finish at the basket with both hands. Here's a ball now stolen away by Gingler. Aggressive defense. She'll push it into the front court. Bounce pass to her teammate Marable. Had a little trouble with the catch. Pulls it back out, and it'll be a turnover. As they say, it goes off of Gingler's hands last.
Sakis with 6 turnovers, 8 on the Wild Wolves. Here's second quarter action. 6:11 left in the half. A 17-5 lead for Pittsfield on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. And the auction house is getting a new front on it. I was watching them with that today.
You live an exciting life. Here's
I do.
3 top of the key by McMullen, no good. Goes off of Winchell, trying to fight for that offensive rebound. Just could not grasp it. And it'll be ball out of bounds for Pittsfield. Gingler sits down as Allen back into the game. One freshman for another.
Buildings, birds, and squirrels, buddy. That's what you do when you're retired.
Simon will bring it toward the front court. Looks to the bench for the play call here.
And basketball, of course.
On the right side with it is Marable. Ball works around to the left wing now to Simon. Back to Marable, top of the key. To Simon, gets a good look for a three, and she'll knock it home.
Her first points of the night.
It's a 17-0 run now by the Lady Sockies, and they lead by 15. Wombles brings it into the front court for Pleasant Hill Western. Out top to McMullen. Works off of a double screen. Now to Barman, top of the key. She'll dribble on the left side. Pass out front, nearly stolen away. Recovered by Womble. She'll drive in. Ooh, good shot fake. Goes up from 17. And nothing but the bottom of the net for Ava Womble. She's got 5. With just under 5 to play here in quarter number 2.
Deegan Allen went flying by on that fake.
Marable left wing. Little crosser now, and Allen. She loses her footing and will be called for the travel.
Turnover number 7. She's got caught in a tough spot on the pass, and good defense by Pleasant Hill holding their ground.
Wolves with the basketball, length of the court to go. As Wombles will bring it up. Works the dribble on the right wing. Now top of the key to Barman. Barman off the double screen, and a reach-in foul by Marable.
Marable picks up her first. It'll be first team foul of the second quarter. Good cheering section for Pittsfield student body here, but they're kind of quiet right now.
Yeah, they must think they're in the library instead of the gym.
I guess. Not really making much noise. But they make more noise than at school.
And the inbounds pass stolen away now. Simon on the run out into the front court, all by herself, coast to coast. Layup up right hand is good. And makes it 22-7. Lila Simon with 5 in the first half.
And the biggest lead keeps building.
Wombles with it. Works off of the screen. And that'll be an illegal screen, the referee tells us, set by Sidwell.
I'm not really sure. What did Sidwell do wrong on that? I mean, Deegan Allen ran into that screen. And kind of a late whistle. I actually kind of thought a no call might have been appropriate there.
Well,
got to let people set screens.
I don't disagree. It looked like Allen actually might have been able to have been called for that foul. Now they get the ball down to the post to Frieden. She knows what to do at the third, and we get an Adams Fiber timeout. 4:02 to play in the half. It's 24-7, Pittsfield on top.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Adams Fiber, they're local and providing the ultimate internet experience with Wi-Fi 6 and internet packages with speeds up to 1 gigabit. Visit followthefiber.net. Thank you to Adams Fiber for being our timeout sponsor throughout the season on Central Illinois Sports.
Another good game they can watch at 7:30 tonight after this one is Brian Shoemaker will be at Camp Point Central.
And the Panthers and West Hancock for the second time this season. And this time, they're only going to have to play have played one game in a day, which will help Camp Point Central a bit. Although the West Hancock squad's tough. Should be a good matchup. Hope you'll watch it on Central Illinois Sports. Out front, Barman with the basketball for the Wild Wolves.
It looked like they could drive into the basket, don't they, from that corner?
I actually think, here's a reach and foul on Deegan Allen. I think Barman a couple of times has been just not aggressive enough, and sometimes that happens when you're a freshman. You don't know that maybe that is your role at this point. But she's got good quickness with the ball in her hands and is turning that corner. If she got downhill, even if she doesn't get a shot off, she might be able to dump it off to one of those post players.
I think Ava Wombles has been the same situation there. I know you let them get down there so the trap happens, but she's got the speed to go straight to the basket and beat you there. And guard penetration is the difference in basketball right now.
We saw Peebles check into the game for Pittsfield for the first time during the dead ball. Taylor Peebles, the junior. Yeah, she replaced Allen. Nope, check that. Allen's still out there. She sat down who? Stanball?
Stanball, So are the Peebles on the two teams related, the coach and the player?
I don't know. Here's a reach-in foul out front by Marable, though. Her second.
Marable's going to pick up her second, and that'll be team foul number 3. 3:05 left in the half. 24-7, a 17-point lead. Marable will sit down and Gingler back into the game. They've got some decent guards now, and they'll add to that next year with that 8th grade bunch coming back or coming into the high school.
Yeah, I would say you might want to buy your stock in Lady Socky basketball now because it's going to go up. Here's a ball now knocked out of bounds, last touch by the Wild Wolves, and they turn it over for their 10th time as Lowe will check back into the game for Pleasant Hill Western, and she'll sit Sidwell down for a bit.
A little Lady Socky booster thing going on with some of the younger Lady Socky future stars. They came in tonight and got a T-shirt and some other things, free admission tonight.
Here's a pass stolen away now by Ava Wombles. A 1-on-2 into the front court. Had the ball knocked away and is tripped up, and that will be a foul.
Deegan Allen's going to pick that one up, I do believe. That'll be her second person for the Lady Sockies with 2 fouls, and into the game comes Henry as she'll set Deegan Allen down.
Allen kind of bumped her from behind there as you see it on the Northwestern Mutual replay, thanks to Sheila Davidsmeyer and her team at Northwestern Mutual in Pittsfield.
Deegan Allen helped Ava Wombles up. She's got respect for that talented athlete.
Lowe with the basketball, looks for a cutter. Now gets it to Wombles. 2:30 to play in the half. 24-7 is the lead for Pittsfield on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Here's a ball now knocked away, and they'll say that Henry bumped into her and is called for her second foul.
She's going to pick up her second now to the free throw line. Has 5 fouls. Now to put Wombles to the free throw line. Ava Wombles, the junior, has 5 points of her team's 7. First free throws of the night for the Wild Wolves. And I hesitate because I don't want to get it wrong. You know, I almost said Wildwood like the campground. First one up by Wombles, off the back of the rim, no good.
Bowlers Universe, they're open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Fridays until midnight. Saturdays 4 to midnight. Check out their great menu. The grill is hot right now. Check it out at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield.
Second one by Wombles, in and out, no good. Rebound comes off to Frieden. That is her 4th of the night.
She'll push the ball to the front court to Simon. Simon off the dribble. Free throw line to Frieden. A little too hard. Simon with the rebound and Winchell with the foul.
Winchell will pick up her second, 3rd team foul of the quarter. Comes with 2:14 left. 24-7 is our score.
And it has been for a while. Here's Simon in the corner. She'll set up and shoot a 3. Rims it out, no good. Out of bounds. It heads the way of Pleasant Hill Western.
Couple of pretty darn good softball players there next to each other in Womble and Henry. Don't see many world champions in gyms, do you?
Only if the WWE's in town.
Yeah. You and I didn't have that distinction, and that's going to be a turnover that goes all the way out of bounds, and Pittsfield will have it about even with the free throw line. And checking back into the game will be Maddie Sidwell for Pleasant Hill Western.
What would your professional wrestler persona have been, Jack?
With as big as those guys are, I'd been the knee buster, I think.
I think like Flat Top. That'd have been good. That'd have been a good name.
Yeah, maybe landing strip. Yeah.
Could have been flattened, I think. Here's a pull-up shot by Gingler, no good. And on the rebound, we'll have a jump ball, and it heads the way of Pleasant Hill Western on the alternating possession arrow.
Nice job by Winchell getting that ball. She was locked up by a couple of Lady Sockies, but she ripped it away, and that let her team maintain possession.
1:35 to play in the half. Wolves trying to cut it a little closer here prior to the halftime break. Here's a drive in. Good take to the rim by Wombles. She'll put it up and in for another 2. She's got 7 of her team's 9.
She's got good quickness.
And does a good job of, and now she nearly gets a steal, does a good job of slowing down when she gets to the rim. And not necessarily moving slower, but just taking her time to make sure she finishes at the rim. A lot of good balance, good follow through there. Here's Henry sitting down as back into the contest comes Stanbaugh.
Marable, Henry, and Allen all with 2 fouls apiece.
Gingler works into the corner to Stanbaugh with 1:07 to play in this first half. Simon out front against this 1-2-2 zone. Over to Gingler, whose 3 is no good. And a jump ball on the rebound will stay the way of Pittsfield with 58 ticks to play in the half.
Sidwell and Frieden locked it up that time. 58 seconds left in the second quarter, 24-9. Will Pittsfield be patient, or will they go right to the basket?
They'll have a turnover. Nearly. Peebles runs it down in the backcourt, though. Good hustle by Barman that time, nearly with the steal.
Peebles gave him good minutes the other night.
Down low, they'll get the ball to Frieden. Good job squaring her shoulders up to the basket and scoring 2 more.
12 for her. She had 16 the other night, and I thought that was big, but she came to play again tonight against the big girls.
Wombles with it out front for Pleasant Hill Western. 30 seconds to play in the half.
Wasn't that long ago, these two teams would have been playing together.
Yeah, the majority. Barrowman and McMullen, of course, both Western students. Here's a shot, but up no good. Rebound run down by Peebles, and she'll be fouled in the backcourt.
It's going to go against Winchell, I believe, and it'll be her third. See if that is correct. I was wrong. It's Maddie Sidwell. It'll be her second, team fourth.
11.6 seconds to play in the half. Little full court pressure here now by the Wild Wolves. Simon pushes it into the front court to Peebles. Has a 2-on-1, but threw it right into the hands of the defender in Sidwell. She'll work the ball off to Lowe. Now to Wombles. Volleyball line shot is blocked at the buzzer, and we head to halftime. And the Little Jess Motors halftime show as the Pittsfield Lady Sockies lead the Pleasant Hill Western Wild Wolves 26-9 at the half.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Luke and Aaron Fessler at Fessler Insurance are here to help you with all of your insurance needs. Fessler Insurance, a Country Financial agency, provides life, health, auto, home, and farm insurance. Trust your insurance needs to the local folks at Fessler Insurance. Call for a quote today at 217-285-4429 or stop by at 1165 West Washington Street in Pittsfield for Fessler Insurance.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times, and Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls, and Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner of PCRE Real Estate and Auction, has over 15 years of experience, specializing in selling hunting and recreational properties and farmland. Chris prides himself on combining buyers and sellers, both local and from around the country, to help both parties achieve their land investment goals. Chris takes the time to walk clients through the process of selling their property from start to finish, making the experience feel seamless and enjoyable. Contact Chris Nichols and PCRE Real Estate and Auction at 217-473-3777.
Welcome back on the Little Chess Motors halftime show. After a close game early on, Pittsfield has spread this one out, and they lead Pleasant Hill Western at the break 26-9. Halftime stats are brought to you in part by the Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper. They have been serving Pike County since 1991. You can check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you.
13-5 after one quarter, after the game was knotted up at 5. 26-9 at halftime. Each team just basically doubled their score there. Pittsfield's turned it over 9 times, 11 times for Pleasant Hill. 2 fouls apiece on 3 Pittsfield Lady Sockies. Deegan Allen, Grace Henry, and Elaney Marable. 1 foul on Lila Simon. 2 fouls on McKenna Winchell and Caitlin Burrowman. And 2 fouls also on Maddie Sidwell, single foul on Ava Womble. The score at halftime is 26-9 here on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Shooting percentages, individual scoring, and more come your way on the halftime show after these.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
At Farmers State Bank, we believe in community, teamwork, and success. We're thrilled to announce that we've been named the best place to work in Illinois and the best community bank in America this year. Join us on this winning team where your dreams take center court at Farmers State Bank. We're a team. Discover the difference. The best place to bank, the best place to work. Because when our community wins, we all win. Where community, excellence, and opportunity come together. Farmers State Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
At Full Throttle Parts, we do spray-on bed liners, a brand called Patriot Liner. It is very elite. It actually enhances the resale value of anything you put it on or off-road.
Go Full Throttle!
Go Full Throttle.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams counties. Call 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Schumann and Emily Matthews at Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Little Jess, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram at 3431 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. They make the car buying process simple and make sure each customer's needs are satisfied. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them just across from Quincy High School.
Rodney Griffin, the owner of that business, very proud tonight as his son Andrew and the wrestling team from Camp Point Central in their new facility tonight having their first match against Jacksonville. 26-9 here at halftime. The Pittsfield Lady Sockies lead the Wild Wolves of Western Pleasant Hill. 5 of 12 shooting is Pleasant Hill Western, 41.7%, 2 of 4 from the arc, 50%, 0 of 2 from the free throw line. 7 of their points have come from Ava Wombles, 2 from Maddie Sidwell in the first half, and Maddie Sidwell has added 3 boards also in 2 block shots. On the other side, Pittsfield 10 of 22, 45.4%, 3 of 7 from the arc, 42.8%, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Madison Frieden leads the way with 12 points, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 4 boards, and Lainey Marable close behind with 9 points, and she's added a couple of steals. Lila Simon has 5 points in the first half. So just 5 people in the scoring column, 26-9, the halftime lead for the Lady Sockies over Pleasant Hill Western. We'll tell you more when we come back and we get ready for the second half play-by-play on Central Illinois Sports.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Brayton and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Brayton at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs. When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You're getting thirsty. Bold. Refreshing. So good. I mean, dude.
Ready to start the quarter number 3 in this contest. 26-9, the lead for Pittsfield on top of Pleasant Hill Western. It'll be Wild Wolves basketball to start the second half. They begin the half with McMullen, Wombles, Sidwell, Winchell, and Barham the way they started the first half as well. Here's a ball knocked out of bounds, and they'll say last touch by the Lady Wild Wolves, and a turnover on Pleasant Hill Western. Will give the ball to Pittsfield. They have Gingler, Simon, Frieden, Stanball, and Marable to start the second half, just like they started tonight's contest.
So the Calhoun girls played Petersburg Porta the other night. And Porta put a lot of points up on them, but they came right back and got a win then last night.
Here's Gingler on a pull-up jump shot, no good, and on the rebound, Stanball will be called for the foul.
Stanball will pick up her first of the night, first of the quarter, of course, just 27 seconds in.
Length of the court to go. Pittsfield will put on a little full court pressure now. Bounce pass comes to Sidwell in the backcourt. Off to McMullen. She'll work off of the screen there. Now has picked the ball up, put it behind her head, and they'll say knocked out of bounds, and she touched it last. So a turnover the second of the second half by Pleasant Hill Western. Into the front court, Gingler with it on the right wing.
Somebody wanted a foul.
Free throw line, Stanball works it into Simon. Up back out to Gingler. Good look from 15, won't fall. Frieden with the rebound, and then she has it swiped away. Wombles will bring it across for Pleasant Hill Western. Crosses over, drives toward the lane. Kicks it out on the right side to Barman. Works off the Sidwell screen. Ball handoff now to McMullen. She'll try the dribble. To Wombles. Looks for an opening. Now, she had a little bit of an opening top of the key. Now hands it off on the left-hand side of Barman.
Lila Simon's not much on switching off there. She's staying down low and staying with that guard.
Here's a ball knocked out of bounds as Winchell was trying to get it to the corner to Wombles. Knocked away. And underneath here for Pleasant Hill Western.
Crowd picked up after you talked about that early start. They got here a little later, but pretty nice crowd on hand tonight.
Pass comes to Wombles, and she'll bring it out front for Pleasant Hill Western. Crosses over to McMullen. Looked for the pick and roll that time. Couldn't find an opening. Now Barman gets it out front. Reverses back to the right side. Lob pass down low to Winchell. Caught it deep. Kicks to the wing, and Wombles for three off the back iron. No good. And the rebound down to Simon for Pittsfield, her third. Into the front court. Finds Gingler on a pull-up jump shot, and this time she finds the mark.
Her first points of the night makes it a 28-9 ball game.
First points of the second half. On the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Pittsfield's largest lead of this contest. Here's a pass to Sidwell and knocked away, stolen away by Stanball. Looks for the outlet in Frieden. Leads her teammate and Simon up ahead, who puts it up and off the window and in for two.
Lila's got 7 on the evening.
Good crisp passing that time by the Lady Sockies. Sidwell with it, has near the half-court line, off to Wombles. Calls out the play call for her squad. Works off the screen from Winchell. Pass down low is tipped and stolen away. Marable got the takeaway after it was batted around a couple of times. She'll bring it into the front court with 5:17 to play in the third. Try to pass down low, knocked loose, and stolen away. Ava Wombles got the steal.
11 turnovers on the Lady Sockies, now 15 on the Wild Wolves.
Wombles walks it across the half-court line for Pleasant Hill Western. Trying to get Winchell involved. Now it's stolen away by Gingler. She just picked the pocket of Wombles. In the front court, down low, they'll work it into Frieden. Kicks it back out, and Wombles steals it right back for the blue and red squad. Wombles out to Barman. Toward the right wing now. Aggressive on the defense is Gingler, and they'll say that she tripped up Barman and is called for the foul.
Gingler's going to pick up the foul. It'll be her first, team's second of the quarter. Here comes Tegan Allen into the game, and Stanball sits down.
Deegan Allen in for the second time. We saw her in the first half
that.
as well. 4:35 to play in the third.
The old mind just is a terrible thing to waste.
Here's Sidwell. Finds Wombles on a nice back door. She's fouled and gets the shot to go. Heads to the free throw line for the and one opportunity here. Good find that time from Sidwell. Good back cut by Wombles, as you'll see it on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay.
Deegan Allen will pick up her third quickly in the game. Wombles makes it for the three-point play, and she's in double figures with 10.
30-12 on the PCRE scoreboard. Into the front court, here's Gingler. Tried to drive in, shot was blocked, and the rebound pulled away by the Wolves as Wombles has it. She'll bring it quickly into the front court. Now hounded there by Gingler into a double team and works out of it with the dribble, but she had already dribbled and is called for double dribbling.
She thought, well, if you hold it long enough, maybe he won't remember. And I think it was a good decision on her part. It was double dribble, but I would have forgot.
Halfway through quarter number 3. Pittsfield up by 18. Gingler, free throw line to Allen. She'll put it on the deck, drive inside, and force the issue and drew the foul on the floor.
They're going to call it on the floor, but nice job by the freshman that time. Foul's going to be on Sidwell. It'll be her third, first foul of the second half. They're going to call it a shooting foul. Deegan Allen to the free throw line. First one is up and good.
Riddlemet and Twine, located north of Pittsfield across from the airport. Stop by and see them for just a terrific selection of concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, benches, and much, much more. Riddlemet and Twine, 217-285-5013.
Second one also good by Allen. She's got her first two of the night, makes it a 32-12 game. 21 was the biggest lead.
Wombles in the backcourt. Works it across against the pressure defense from Sophie Gingler, who does a pretty nice job of keeping her hands off and playing good defense with her feet. Here's Barman now into the corner. Guarded by Simon, close to 5 here. And just does break the 5 count. Now is in a little bit of a tough situation. Down to Sidwell, a little up and under move. Too hard on the shot. Rebound tipped out, comes down to McMullen, whose fadeaway shot is short. And Simon has the rebound. She wants to push the pace into the front court. Finds Frieden on a beauty of a find. Puts it up and in for 2. Does Madison Frieden give the assist to Lila Simon and an Adams Network timeout. 3 minutes, 7 seconds to play in the third. Pittsfield 34, Pleasant Hill Western 12 as you watch high school basketball in Central Illinois Sports.
GSI grain bins are built using the highest strength steel available. This allows you to store more grain to maximize your profitability and efficiency. Buy one now and receive our winter discount program. Mixer Lumber Company, your GSI grain bin dealer.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
3:07 to play in the third. 34-12 is the lead for the Lady Sockies on top of Pleasant Hill Western. Jeff Shireman took the timeout for the Wild Wolves.
Must be your favorite professional team night for the student body. I noticed there's a hockey shirt and a few other football shirts over there tonight.
Kind of feel like it's what you'd normally wear tonight, seems like. Here's Barman with it out front. Works it to Wombles, top of the key. Double screen set, the high post that they ran in the first half for Pleasant Hill Western now. Wombles nearly a 5-second call, and the ball is knocked loose and still loose. Finally picked up by Womble. She'll drive inside now, but knocked loose again and stolen away. Simon into the front court. This time finds Allen on the runner. Blocked out of there by Sidwell. A beauty of a block that time by Maddie Sidwell to get the block and not the foul that time. We'll see it again here on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. Running the floor well for the center, and she had that long arm of the law up in the air the entire time and got the block.
And straight up, that was the key on that one.
Inbounds pass comes to Allen, up no good, but fouled, and she'll head to the free throw line, shooting 2 shots.
Freshman's going to go to the free throw line to shoot another 2. She's 2 for 2 from there. First foul of the night on McKinley Lowe. First one up by Allen is off the side of the rim, no good.
Tim Waters and Waters Concrete offer quality concrete services for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. It's Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. Call 309-252-1052 anytime of the day and night. 309-252-1052 for Waters Concrete.
A lot of substitutions out there now as Henry back in, Peebles back in, and Williams back in for the Lady Sockies. Allen's free throw up and good. 3 for 4 from there.
And makes it 35-12 on the PCRE scoreboard. PCRE Real Estate and Auction. See all the latest local listings and upcoming auctions at PCRERealestate.com.
Chris has done a nice job with those new videos he's making.
Yeah, very sharp. Here's a ball stolen away by Henry. Now they'll call it jump ball. It'll still go the way of Pittsfield on the alternating possession arrow.
Turnover number 19 on Pleasant Hill Western now.
And with 2:07 to play in the third, it's Lady Socky basketball in the backcourt.
Just got to get the squad together. Ava Womble's pretty good guard out there. Get those big girls to find that roll and a couple passes, and they can take care of some business.
Here's Allen with it. Fakes, drives, shoots, missed it too hard this time, and the rebound pulled in by Lowe. She'll get the ball to Wombles and will walk it toward the half-court line. 1:42 to play in the third period now. Wombles with a crossover, gets by Williams, drives to the baseline, now cut off there on the help side defense. Gets it to Barman, who good find inside to Winchell, who spins with it, count the basket, and she'll get an and one opportunity here.
And the foul will go against Allen. She's the marked girl tonight, her 4th. Team foul number 4, the and one for McKenna Winchell.
Put her in the spin cycle that time,
yeah,
didn't she?
She did. That one no good. Gets her own rebound, back to the basket, and she's going to be called for steps this time as she took an extra one. Yeah, McKenna caught that ball and kind of got it caught on a hip and had trouble getting free on that, but caused the person to foul her. That's what you want to do.
35-14 the score with 1:20 to play in the third. Here's a drive in by Gingler. Gets it down low to Peebles. Takes the dribble now, pulls it back out to Hannah Williams. She'll reshape the offense for the Lady Sockies. Guarded hard there by Wombles. To Henry out front. It's to Peebles, turns and faces the bucket. Down low to Allen. Allen off the window and in for 2 off the flex offense. And Deegan Allen with 5 points off the bench for Pittsfield. 50 seconds to play in the third. Wombles, crossover dribble. Drives inside, has it swiped away by Gingler. Gingler with the steal. She's on the bounce into the front court. Knocked away from behind by Barman and out of bounds, and it will stay with Pittsfield. Gingler needed to keep going with that left hand that time and finish on the left side. She likes to go to that right-hand side, of course. It's the dominant hand, but would have had a shot instead, nearly a steal. We have an Adams Network timeout now. We'll pause as well. 38.1 seconds to play in the third. Pittsfield leading Pleasant Hill Western 37-14.
Go team, go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Logan Agri-Service, we consider it a badge of honor to be recognized as one of the larger independent suppliers of crop protection chemicals in the Midwest. We've worked hard for years to provide you with the access to the best herbicides, insecticides, and fungicides from top manufacturers because we know without you, our local farmers, we wouldn't be here. When you have questions, call our local experts to discuss what works best for your fields and your situation, or visit us online at loganag.com. Serving agriculture since 1962.
If you're looking for reliable, worry-free internet that doesn't buffer and can handle whatever life throws at you, Adams Fiber, they're local and they provide the ultimate internet experience. Visit followthefiber.net.
Ladies Hockey's have had some activities together as a team. Got to see Iowa play, I do believe, in a game.
It was even Missouri and Illinois. Yeah. Inbounds pass comes to the right side. Gingler for a three off the iron, no good. Rebound pulled in by Ava Wombles for the Wild Wolves.
Her fifth rebound of the night.
She'll bring it across with 30 seconds to play in the third. Dribbles toward the left wing. Guarded hard by Gingler. Nearly had another steal right there. And now knocks it loose. And then, might have fouled her, no call. And we'll have a jump ball here. It'll stay with Pleasant Hill Western with 14.5 seconds to play in the third.
Yeah, a couple times there, it looked like people might have got their feet taken out from under.
McMullen to throw it in for the Wolves. Gets it out to Wombles with 10 seconds left. Toward the right wing, now has picked it up. Bounce pass on the right side comes to Barrowman. 2-1 in the corner. McMullen will get the shot off, but it's short as the buzzer sounds. And we head to the final quarter with Pittsfield on top, 37-14.
Luke and Aaron Fessler at Fessler Insurance are here to help you with all of your insurance needs. Fessler Insurance, a country financial agency, provides life, health, auto, home, and farm insurance. Trust your insurance needs to the local folks at Fessler Insurance. Call for a quote today at 217-285-4429 or stop by at 1165 West Washington Street in Pittsfield for Fessler Insurance. Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
Ready to start the fourth. It's a 37-14 lead for Pittsfield on top of Pleasant Hill Western. Lady Sockies will have the basketball to start quarter number 4. They'll start with Williams, Simon, Stambaugh, Frieden, and Marable to start this final quarter as Gingler has taken a little bit of a breather here. Frieden with it at the free throw line, and she finds the touch from there.
16 tonight, 16 the other night.
That's 32 points in the last 2 games, and her team lead 39-14. Pleasant Hill Western starts the quarter with Lowe, Winchell, Barman, Wombles, and McMullen.
Quickly, Sidwell's going to check in on the next dead ball, though.
Pittsfield has checked into a 1-3-1 now defensively with Marable out guarding the point. Barman with the basketball into the corner. It goes to Winchell. Looks for the cross-square pass and throws it too high for Wombles, out of bounds. Sidwell will check in as Winchell sits down for the Wild Wolves. 7 minutes, 12 seconds to play. Close game early in the first quarter, but Pittsfield went on that 17-0 run and really took control of this one. Here's Marable on the dribble. Gives it to Williams. Takes the dribble a couple of times. Now Simon in the corner to Marable. Back out to Simon to reset the offense. Frieden with it. Tried the pass down low. Ball was tipped and kept alive actually that time by Marable to her teammate in Williams. Top of the key with it is Stambaugh. They'll get it into Frieden, who puts up the left-handed runner and gets it to go. Give her 18 in the contest, and the score's turned around on the scoreboard, 41-14. Out front with it is Wombles. On the right side, it goes to Sidwell. Long pass across the top of the defense. That's Barman. Ball was knocked loose, run down by Lowe. To Sidwell on the corner right side. Again to Barman, had trouble with the catch. And she'll pull it out front against the pressure of Marable. To Sidwell right side. Looks on the backside, gets it to Barman. 15-footer is up and too hard. And Simon with the rebound for Pittsfield. Wombles has turned an ankle in the backcourt, and Laney Marable trying to help her get to the bench, actually, as she appears to be in some pain here, and they'll help her off to the bench. Have the trainer take a look at her with 5:53 to play in the contest.
I think it's in the calf, maybe. Same place she's got that knee brace, so we'll say a prayer for Ava to be okay here.
She'll take a chair, and Winchell came back into the game. Inbounds pass comes to Simon. 5:50 to play, 41-14 the score. On top with it is Stambaugh, finds Frieden at the free throw line. Now to Williams. Over to Marable as they run the flex offense here. Simon left side, she'll try the dribble drive, pass over the top to Stambaugh was a little long, had to run it down, pull it back out front. Quick pass now. Man, Simon, does she not see the floor well?
Very well.
She finds Stambaugh for an easy bucket to make it 43-14.
First two of the night for Stambaugh. She's done a lot of good things, but first points of the evening.
Sidwell, long pass over on the right-hand side. Barman now gets it out top to McMullen. Back to Barman. So put Marable out front. She can really jump, too. That's why she was a good volleyball player. Here's Lowe for a three, no good. A rebound down to Stambaugh. Off the Simon with 4:50 to play. To Marable, left side three in transition, and it's good. And Marable really has dialed in that long distance shot, and we get an Adams Network timeout just to get some subs into the contest. Top-notch local computer sales and repair service. It's Adams Experts, your go-to, and your computer goes down. 217-214-3423.
Laney Marable with 12 on the night now.
And with the lead, the largest of the contest for Pittsfield. It'll be a running clock for the final 4:34. And now a foul and two shots coming up for the Wild Wolves.
Hey, Womble trying to put some pressure on that now. Foul on the other side goes against Stambaugh.
Be a cramp, possibly.
Free throw is up and no good.
Pike County Concrete, when you need concrete for your next job or project, give Pike County Concrete a call, 217-285-5548, with locations in Pittsfield and Jacksonville.
Lowe's second one up, a little bit too long. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Pleasant Hill, they say. It'll be Pittsfield ball. 3:50 and counting inland this one.
As Tori Stambaugh is into the contest for the first time. She's got the dribble. Off to Peebles at the free throw line. Over to Allen. Finds her teammate in Henry off the flex cut, misses the layup, and then is over the back on the rebound.
Henry picks up the foul. That'll be her third of the evening. Second team foul the second half. Or the third. How about fourth quarter? I'm used to those halves, but they changed that rule at the beginning, and we've got a timeout on the court.
Adams Network timeout, 3:23 to play in the fourth. Pittsfield 46, Pleasant Hill 14.
If you have that drive and you want to do more with that, then there's opportunity there for you to do that. It's not the typical job that you would expect it to be. Like, it's just super fulfilling. When my life needed opportunity, I chose Dot.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
3:23 to play. 46-14 the lead for the Lady Sakis. Pleasant Hill took their last time out of the contest. And now the ball length of the court to go here.
Coach Shireman calls those because he always said you didn't get to take them home with you.
Well, anytime you get an opportunity, if you want to have a teaching moment.
I've seen him try to borrow some from the other coach.
Talk about something, and now a foul going to be called, as Gingler will be called for the trip.
Gingler called for the foul, and
ball out of bounds on the sideline. McMullen to throw it in.
Matt Olson, the official, had a pretty good time on that. That was a great look on his face. Like, is there some old guy up behind me?
I gotta tell you this. I don't really feel like Jeff Shireman's aged since the first time I saw him.
No, he looked old back then.
Yikes.
We're about the same age.
Well, some people just look younger than others, right?
So you think he looks younger than I do?
I didn't say one way or the other.
Okay.
You made an assumption.
I just asked
and I
you a
will not
question.
clarify. 2:27 to play.
Go ahead.
46-14, the lead for Pittsfield.
Maybe Coach Shireman will have you over for Christmas.
Trying to win their 10th game of the season. Here's a pass down low to Sidwell. Good cross the lane pass to Winchell, whose shot is no good, and we'll get a held ball here, and it will be Pleasant Hill Western basketball.
You get Winchell and Sidwell on either side of the basket there, and I think they could toss it back and forth. Now Addison Bareye is going to come into the game, and Winchell will sit down.
So Bareye is in for the first time. Down low, the ball is knocked loose, and we'll get a.
Not yet, we won't.
Not a tie-up yet, because there wasn't one for more than 2 seconds, and so we'll play on.
1,001.
On the right side with it is McMullen. Drives to the baseline, pull-up shot blocked, and the rebound to Henry. Into the front court quickly, Deegan Allen works down low to Peebles. Had trouble with the catch and out of bounds. Pittsfield going to pick up their 10th win, Jack, but it gets real in a hurry for this Lady Saki squad. On the 8th, they play at Quincy Notre Dame, and on the 9th, they're at home against Pleasant Plains.
Two of the top programs, each one with state championships in their repertoire. TJ Frazee at Pleasant Plains doing a great job.
Pleasant Plains won a state championship in girls basketball?
They did. Scott Long's daughter was on that team.
Was TJ coaching at the time?
He was, a couple years ago, in fact.
I remember them winning. I just didn't remember if he was coaching.
Yeah, TJ's been the coach there for quite a while.
Did
Talking
they win
to his dad last night about it, and he said Coach Kashner kind of is the reason he's a coach. He said he heard him yell at him so much, he decided he wanted to try that.
Here's a ball knocked loose, run down at the half-court line as McMullen has it with 25 seconds to play. Stay tuned for the Blessing Health System post-game show. And we'll also have our Edward Jones player of the game. Pittsfield will bring into the contest Stambaugh, McClintock, Piper Henry. Also in is Waters, and Shelby Patterson is the 5th player to check in here. Pleasant Hill will, Pittsfield's got 6 players.
Not anymore, they don't, because the game comes to an end.
Tell you what, they did it all night, and they win 46-14. Taking to the Blessing Health System post-game show with final stats and our player of the game next.
The heart is the hardest working muscle in your body. If something goes wrong with it, you need a medical team that works just as hard. You need Blessing Health's open heart surgery team, celebrating 20 years of delivering life-saving care to tri-state residents. Patients and families choose Blessing Health's open heart surgery team for its experience, quality, and heartwarming compassion. Get the most out of your hard-working heart.
At Farmers State Bank, we believe in community, teamwork, and success. We're thrilled to announce that we've been named the best place to work in Illinois and the best community bank in America this year. Join us on this winning team where your dreams take center court at Farmer State Bank. We're a team. Discover the difference. The best place to bank, the best place to work. Because when our community wins, we all win. Where community, excellence, and opportunity come together. Farmer State Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Hey, it's the start of a new year, and is one of your New Year's resolutions in order to make your dollar stretch further? Then you don't want to miss the Dollar Day sale at your local Farm Home Supply running January 5th through the 14th. Here are some of the hottest deals. Get $15 off all Wrangler Retro Denim. We'll give you a free $15 gift card when you purchase any 30-pound or more Purina Pro Plan dog food. Tide Simply Laundry Detergent is only $8. Need a heater? Our most popular milk house heater is only $17. See all the deals and much more right now at farmandhomesupply.com.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
Welcome back to the Blessing Health System post-game show with locations throughout the region from walk-in care, primary, specialty medicine, and emergency care. Blessing Health System is here to take care of you and your family in your time of need. Learn more about their services at blessinghealth.org as the Pittsfield Lady Sockies get the big win tonight, 46-14 over Pleasant Hill Western, and Jack has a look at final stats.
Started out at 13-5 at the end of the first quarter, 26-9 at halftime, 37-14 after 3, 46-14 the final. Pittsfield was 18 of 37 from the court, 48.4%, 4 of 8 from the arc, 50%. You always like to see that. 6 of 7 from the free throw line, 85.9%. Pleasant Hill, 7 of 22, 31.8%, 2 of 7 from the arc. Let's see, what did I have them for? 6 from the free throw line. Ava Wombles led the way with 10 points, 2 for Maddie Sidwell and 2 for McKenna Winchell. On the other side for Pittsfield, Madison Frieden had 18 tonight after having 16 the other night, added 5 boards on the night. Lainey Marable had 12 points on the night, 3 3-pointers on the evening. Lila Simon had 7 points, along with 6 boards and 3 really sweet assists on the evening also. Allie Stanball added 2 points, Sophie Gingler with 2. And Deegan Allen came off the bench and added 5 on the evening. Lady Sockies get their 10th win, 46-14.
We'll visit with Lady Socky head coach Matt Henry next on the Blessing Health System postgame show.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner of PCRE Real Estate and Auction, has over 15 years of experience, specializing in selling hunting and recreational properties and farmland. Chris prides himself on combining buyers and sellers, both local and from around the country, to help both parties achieve their land investment goals. Chris takes the time to walk clients through the process of selling their property from start to finish, making the experience feel seamless and enjoyable. Contact Chris Nichols and PCRE Real Estate and Auction at 217-473-3777.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome back on the Blessing Health System post-game show. Visiting with Lady Sockeye head coach Matt Henry following his squad's 46-14 win over Pleasant Hill Western. Coach, third time you play a team. You played them early on in the season. It was a 2 or 3 point game. You played them at Beardstown. It was a 20-point game. Did you really have an idea of kind of what kind of a game you'd be looking at tonight? Because these two teams, when they get together, always play very hard.
The saying is it's really hard to beat a team 3 times, and we talked about that this week getting ready. You know each other, you know each other's personnel, you know a majority of the plays, the inbounds. I mean, it's hard to surprise them. But we stood on our defense, and that's what we talked about doing. No matter how the offense goes, if they know your plays, they still got to score against you. And so I thought our defense stood up well, and that's been getting better for us, and I was real happy with that tonight.
Early on, kind of a back-and-forth game, but then your squad went on, I believe, a 17-0 run between the first and second quarter and really took over in that contest. And a lot of that was your team was just sharing the ball very well.
We've been doing that lately. We've seen the next pass. We see the better shot, not just the first shot. We are getting better at running our offense and getting reverses against some of those zones and seeing some of those seams, and that's what we just talked about in the locker room. The progress here over the last week, 10 days, 4 or 5 games has been good. Obviously disappointed with the Athens game at Beardstown, but I think since then, I've been happy. Next week's a big week, so we'll get to see where we're at against some of the top teams in the area.
Yeah, I don't know who changed that schedule to make it that way, but got out of the North Green tournament, and not that it wasn't a good tournament, but it's not Quincy Notre Dame and Pleasant Plains on back-to-back days.
Yep, I'll have to take responsibility for that. Again, great people at North Green run a great tournament. Good games, but they were just, a lot of 1A games, a lot of teams that we were seeing for the second, third. We could have seen Pleasant Hill for the 4th time this season had we gone over there. And so wanted to pick up some teams, just 2A regional teams is what we needed to pick up, in my opinion. And we did that, and so we're going to see how we respond come Monday.
You had a good opportunity to blame the outgoing AD there, but I'm glad you did and stayed above that. Your team playing well. A couple of things I'm going to touch on. First of all, the way that Lila Simon sees the floor is different than a lot of other people. She has kind of a knack to her that she finds an open person, and, man, you better be ready because it could be coming your way in a hurry.
We talked about that at the beginning of the season. She threw it by a lot of people. She hit a lot of people, and I kept telling our bigs, you got to get your hand up because you may not know you're open, and she will. And, honestly, I've probably not utilized her as well as early in the season as well as she's capable of. But lately has been better. She's been running the floor. We've been running the floor. But, yeah, she can. She can see some things, and even in the in the half court, she can drive to the bucket and see somebody that nobody else sees, and she's been doing that really well for us.
We know what Madison Frieden can do in the half court offense, but I think the impressive thing that we saw a couple of times, especially early in this game when it was still tight, is your team would get a steal and she's running the floor, and she got a couple of offensive rebounds and putback, and you don't see that out of your bigs all the time.
Yeah, Madison plays hard, and she's learning to run the floor, and I think part of that goes back to what we just talked about. She's being rewarded for it. Maybe in the past she did that and somebody didn't see her, and now she's been rewarded for that a few times, and that's fuel on the fire for a kid. You run the floor and you get fed the ball right there at the hoop and get an easy 2. There's nothing more motivating than that.
And then defensively tonight, kind of a player to highlight, I think, is the freshman and Sophie Gingler, who we talked about does such a good job of playing defense, knows when to take a chance on a reach to try to get a steal, and knows when to keep those hands off and just move her feet.
She does. She's got quick hands, and she can stay in front, and she can impact the ball, and she's getting better at sliding side to side, not opening up, and Ava's a really talented ball handler and fast and strong, and so that was a focus for us. Obviously, we got to stay in front of her and And we put Sophie on the job tonight, and she did extremely well.
And then other than a heat check three, I think, in the second quarter, I'm not sure Lainey Maribel's missed the bottom of the net from three-point land in the last 2 games. She's really shooting it well.
She's shooting it well. Lainey, I'll tell you what, Lainey put a ton of the extra time in the gym over Christmas. She was, if we had a walkthrough, she was here 30 minutes early. If somebody wanted to stay after practice for 15 or 20 minutes, if there wasn't anybody coming in behind us, Lainey was shooting. So she has really worked here over the last couple of weeks. She wasn't happy with her first half or first third of the season shooting, and she really put the time in to change it.
As we talked about, big games next week at Notre Dame Monday, home against Pleasant Plains Tuesday, and big not only because they're better programs, but big for your postseason seeding potentially as well.
That's right. Yep, big all the way around. Yep, those are both teams, or well, I guess not Q&D this year, but Plains will be in our sectional or subsectional when that comes out, and so yeah, it'll impact that. And then it's just it's a good. It's a good bar for, certainly didn't pick to do them on back-to-back nights if I had my options, but it's a good gauge for us to see where we're at. Things are picking up and things look better. Let's see where we stack up against a couple of the best teams in the area, and we'll know on Wednesday how ready we are to go defend for a regional.
One last thing before we let you go, though. I look out on the floor and I see your twin daughters and Ava out there, and we just don't get a lot of world champions together in a gymnasium. And these kids are people who have competed with and against each other. And so that's got to be a little bit different for you as a dad and a coach, I guess.
Oh, we talked about it at Beardstown. We walked around the gyms at Beardstown afterwards, and we ran into so many families that we've played softball with and softball against, and people we've traveled the country with, the Robinson family from Macomb, the Cowell family from Havana. And we sat and watched those girls play and congratulated them. And hey, we got home and we talked about how rewarding it was to be able to do that and see all those good people. And so, and Ava's certainly in that group, and several others here that they've played with. But softball has just met so many people for them and our family. It's been really, really nice.
Pretty cool to put everybody together and see what they can do in a little place like the areas that we live. And congratulations on a nice win tonight.
Oh, thank you. Yep.
That's Lady Socky head coach Matt Henry as the Lady Sockies win this one 46-14. Time to name our player of the game, presented by Edward Jones financial advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports.
Well, what do you think?
I think he put 18 points up for the player of the game, and I think Madison Frieden was, not just because, she wasn't getting just easy buckets, but she was hustling up and down the floor, getting offensive rebounds, getting putbacks, went to the left hand a couple of times, went to that spin move. She, once again, back-to-back times we've seen this Lady Socky squad as the player of the game.
This time against a lot taller people underneath, and she did the thing she had to do. But thanks to Lila Simon and Lainey Maribel and others making it happen also.
We'll have boys basketball action for you tomorrow night here from Bolshoi Gymnasium. Pittsfield and Quincy Notre Dame, 7:30 varsity tip-off. Right now you can watch Camp Point Central and West Hancock in boys action. Brian Shoemaker with the call on another Central Illinois Sports.